Hey everyone. One of the more common conversations we're having these days is around an organization's role in the safety of their remote workers. While companies around the world are trying to figure out what the full scope of their duty of care over remote workers really looks like and what that means for their business, base operations customers are taking matters into their own hands, working to proactively inform remote workers of risks that they might want to be aware of in their city to keep them safe, make them more risk aware, and help put them in a better position to avoid an incident. Let's take a look at what that looks like. Looking at the city of San Francisco, we can see that over the last 2 years, we're looking at a little bit of an increase in violent crime. So, violent crime for today's conversation are things like armed robbery, assaults, harassment, homicides. We can see that violent crime has been resuming its pre pandemic levels of activity. In fact, we've seen a 20% increase in violent crime over the last 2 months as compared to the 3 year average. That lines up with what we've seen over the last 3 years in terms of seasonality for crime in San Francisco, with big upticks in violent crime going into August, September, and October. So, folks in this area can expect to see continued increases in violent crime over the next 3 months based on historical data. Now, we can take this a step further and look at where these crimes are actually occurring. So, for the sake of relevance, let's shrink our time frame from 3 years down to 6 months. Take a look at just the last 6 months of violent crime in San Francisco. And now we can see where these crimes are occurring in the city. We can see major hotspots in the Union Square, Tenderloin area, up here in Chinatown, a little bit here in Mission Bay and South Beach, certainly in Mission District, and down here in the Bayview District as well. Now, taking this a step further, you can easily share this type of heat map with employees in a monthly or quarterly briefing, and we can also take a look at when these crimes typically occur. So overall, for the city of San Francisco, we've seen about 5,300 reports of violent crime in the last 6 months. Of those 5,300, about 2,200, so little under half, close to 40%, are occurring overnight. The remainder of those crimes are occurring between 9 a.m. and 9 p.m., which is probably when our employees would most likely be moving around the city. Now, even though they might not be commuting in this particular office, this is just one way that organizations are taking matters into their own hands to keep remote workers safe. If you thought this was interesting and would like to learn more, please reach out to book a demo. Thanks for watching and have a great day.